Alright, how's it going everybody? This is Eddie and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Play. Today, we are going to be on the server, don't worry. We are in the creative area that I have been working on here. And we're going to be looking at the design that I have come up with for the Enderman farm I was going to have now. We recently killed the Ender Dragon. And, of course, the main reason for doing that, at least in my book, has always been Ender Pearls. They are just such wonderful things to have when you have so many of them, and a nice pair of feather-falling boots. So, we're going to make a farm. Now, there's a lot of different ways to make a farm, right, of Endermen. And, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to show you this. Tear this down while we talk. And so I am using a method that I have sort of used in the past. It's a method that I believe, well, that I came up with on my own. I know that for a fact. I don't know who else uses this. And I know a lot of reasons why it's bad, and I know a lot of reasons why it's good. And the main reason why it's good and why I'm going to use it, even though there are better out there, is that it's pretty darn cheap. It does not... Break. Alright, it does not require all that much stuff. In my hotbar I have the items in the order of which I placed it to build it. The first thing I did was I put a big pillar of yellow on either side, right? Well, I guess let's talk about how the farm works. So this farm does use pistons to push the Enderman into the edge. I guess, you know what? Let me get an Enderman egg and turn this on hard mode, I guess. So the Endermen, they spawn on the orange, and they push down, right? And the way that the pistons get triggered, which this is the different part. The different part is that they get triggered with a tripwire instead of pressure plates or anything else. I don't know if that's commonly used or not. The downside to that is that while the pistons are extended, no more Endermen can spawn. So it's almost like only one or two, maybe, Endermen can spawn on each layer at a time. Which is too bad, because that means that the farm is probably going to be kind of slow. Players can walk around here too, and actually no Enderman will spawn while they're walking around because the pistons push by their heads. So my one concern is that pistons won't cause suffocation damage. That's a plus too. Sticky pistons pushing blocks on their heads would cause suffocation damage. But my one concern is that Endermen on a server, you saw that this was working fine here in single player. Enderman on a server might not get pushed all the way off. And then it's just a matter of catching if this is going to be an experience farm, which I think it should be. It's a matter of catching them so that they don't die, which you can do with vines, which I didn't do here, but you can do that with vines. And one thing that I think would be really funny, really goofy to do, would be to create this whole thing here up in the sky. Obviously it's going to have to be up in the sky so that the player will be far enough away from the spawn. Obviously it's also going to have to be in the end, and it's going to be made far away from the main island. Then what I want, once 1.8 comes out, I want to put some slime blocks in the bottom so that the Endermen will come and they will bounce a couple times in the air, and that will eliminate the fall damage, namely. That's pretty much it. Alright, welcome back. So, different day, obviously, different clothing. It's raining up there. So we're at the end portal. I actually just recorded this bit, and I was not happy with the way it was going. I really wasn't. I was not energetic. I was losing my train of thought. So I went back. I got some more resources, well, mainly cobble, as you can see. I linked up some nether portals to this place because it needed doing, put some signs around to indicate it, and came back. So we're going to try it again. I'm going to talk about the same stuff, though. Thing one to talk about, thing one to talk about is brief. I picked a spot, and it's a spot that I actually noticed during the Ender Dragon fight that I actually really liked. It's this over here. I'm going to put a sign down saying I've claimed it for an Enderman farm. This area reserved, yeah, for future Enderman farm. Ed. Okay, so let's go. So that's thing one done. That's the spot. Reason why is because I liked this thing that hooks out over here, and I want to put a big entrance here because this thing is going to be a big building project for us. It's going to take a while. It's going to require a lot of resources because I want to make it look pretty too. I want to make it the whole shebang. I want there to be enchanting. I want there to be anvils and ender pearl storage and all this other stuff. So I want to make it like our big main project for a while. And we're going to do some other little projects, especially because a lot of this project actually requires some other projects to be done. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Alright, next thing to talk about. On this server there have been reports of people griefing, which I never really know what that means. I never really know. I mean, I know what griefing is, but I never really know what happened. I never know who's at fault, anything like that. As many of you probably know, my area, my lake house area, and this will probably stay unprotected. I might protect it while I build it, but I have protected it so that if we ever want to do a YouTube video or stream on the server, we won't log in and then, surprise, all my stuff's gone, and oh, guess I won't be putting out a YouTube video for the next week while I rebuild it all because it got blown up or something like that. It's not protected from creepers, it's not protected from lightning, it's not protected by anything like that. And the server is on hard mode, so, you know, this stuff happens that isn't players. People say, houses got burned down. Now, my first question was, do you know if it was lightning or not? Yeah, if you have a wooden house get struck by lightning, house is gonna get burned down. But I mean, because it's on hard, and because the fire spreads really quickly on hard, and because it actually doesn't put itself out pretty quickly on hard. So you know that is something to consider. I don't know what happened there, but that's just one tiny incident. Other people have said, you know, stolen stuff like stolen beacon and stuff. Let's just take a look here. We're out to like, let's go out to 270, which I think would be right here. That's more or less 270. We're gonna see how far away that is over here. So, you know, but you guys paid to get on the server. I don't want you guys to have trouble with the other people on the server. So I have a couple options to fix it. One option to fix it would be to give everyone on the server the ability to use a few different commands. Let me just see here. It's like more or less 120. What was the first number? 120. I want to say it was like 270. 120 and 270, that's 150 blocks, which I think is enough. I think like 140 is where you want to go. So next, let's start just making a platform for us to work on over here. Just a nice big square platform. So I could give everyone a few different permissions to create their own plots and allow, you know, edit a list of people that are also allowed to use their plots and stuff like that. So you could go out and self-make your plots and prevent prevent griefing and stuff like that to happen. Now, I don't know much about bucket plugins. Well, I don't know much about that kind of bucket plugin. I don't know much about permissions. I don't know much about server administration, all this other stuff. And the reason why is because even though I know kind of how it works, well, I do know, I know how it works, I just don't know how to do it, you know, like I know, what I'm trying to say is I could learn, but I choose not to, because in my opinion, and it's too bad I have to say this about my own server, but in my opinion, if you're on a server that you need to modify the game, you need to modify the server, the game on the server, you know, and you need to modify, you know, what people can and can't do just to prevent you from having your stuff ruined or your entertainment value ruined. You shouldn't even be on that server, or you shouldn't even be playing that game, or whatever. Now, of course, you know, it's hard because if you're on a server with all your friends and that you know from real life, you know, stuff like that, and you know you all want to get along and you all want to play the game, you're not going to have any problems, right? If you're on a server with strangers and people get bored, they might start dicking around a little, and then you have a problem. So I can understand how with this donator server, when some people, you know, don't know each other, and some people have different play styles, and some people think something's a joke, some other people take it more seriously. I can tell you for a fact, we're all a variety of ages, and I can also tell you for a fact we're at a variety of maturity levels, which, I mean, that's not an insult at all, it's just the truth. So maybe some people, you know, it happens. I understand. So I'm prepared to take the time. It's going to take a while. I'm prepared to take the time to figure it out. That said, there's a couple other options. Another option would be to disable. The server's on hard mode, and I think it should stay that way. I think that that's the way the game. I think that Minecraft, in my personal opinion, is easy enough as it is, and that once you get an experience farm like this one, you don't have problems. You could have like full iron armor enchanted with like level 20 stuff. You know, not all the way, and you probably wouldn't die from most stuff. I mean, you get huge food farms, you get huge branch mines, diamond armor, enchanted weapons, enchanted bows. I mean, it's really not hard. I mean, the whole point of the game for most people, I mean, some people just like to build, in which case I would recommend creative mode. But if you're gonna play the game in survival mode, the whole point is to struggle through stuff to build something awesome that will then help you in the future. So you could build a big castle to protect you from your mobs, and inside that, whoa, okay. That is an excellent example of my point. In fact, actually, I'm kind of happy that happened. I just lost my Fortune 5 pick. Just lost my diamond armor that had like level 15 enchants on it all. Just lost a bunch of other diamond tools, bunch of cobblestone, bunch of ender pearls. What else? So you know, that's the point. But I have worked hard at actually playing this game, and I can rebuild. I have enough diamonds to rebuild a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I'll be fine, and I get to play the game. So why did I get on this tangent? Because we were talking about the griefing. Right, so another alternative, which I don't really want to do. I want to do this less than the plots, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys because this is your server, you did vote, or you did pay to get on it, and stuff like that, and I want to do what you guys, my viewers, want to do. So, the other option is I could turn fire spread off. I could possibly think if there's a way to disable creeper explosions from blowing things up. So, you know, lightning wouldn't be a problem anymore, creepers wouldn't be a problem, maybe even all explosions, I could turn them off, so, you know, that would limit what we could do a lot. I mean, anything that build involves TNT, can't do it anymore. I also lost 30 levels. That's okay, because we're building an experience farm, so we'll be fine. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to say here. Is that I could like make this server a building-only server. I don't think that's what you want. I'm going to tell you that right now. The challenge of this game is going to dissipate, and you are going to find yourself just breaking and placing blocks, and it's not going to be that rewarding. So the other thing is we could leave it as is if you guys don't have too big of a problem with the griefing, if you don't want to have to deal with the, oh, I can't break blocks here because someone else claimed it as their plot, and, you know, I can't, you know, it's, you know, oh, no one's building around here, and my branch mine, I can't go this way in my branch mine because that ground is protected. If you don't want to deal with that, then maybe we could just leave it as is. But if the griefing's a problem, I can deal with it like that. And that's that for that topic. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which I actually don't have time for, was just kind of like me pointing out, oh, we're gonna put this here and that there down at the Enderman spawner. Obviously, ran out of that because we died, and that's fine. We can do that some other time. So I'm also running out of time. Let's grab some food here. And I guess the last thing to say is that this is the end of the episode, and next time we will work on, yeah, see, it's not a big deal. Some of you might be saying, oh, you know, spawn, you know, people might suggest, because people often do this when I die in Minecraft, on stream or in YouTube videos, oh, just spawn the stuff back in. I mean, you fell off the world. I mean, hey, come on, just spawn the stuff back in. Or people say, hey, Eddie, I died. Can you just spawn me some of my stuff again? I lost all this stuff that I worked hard to get. If you work hard in Minecraft, you can get yourself some... I mean, look at this, look at this. I haven't spawned anything in. I branched mined, and I built myself farms, and I saved my resources and stuff like that. And I have all this resources left here, that's fine. That's just because I did a lot of mining. But, like, I also was careful, and I would, you know, watch some YouTube videos and come back at nighttime, kill a couple of mobs, stuff like that. Like, I have a Silk Touch pick here, another Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4 pick, another fabulous bow, a couple of other bows that I could use, plenty of arrows. I mean, I've stockpiled. I'm prepared for in the event that I lose everything, so it's all gonna be fine. And the last thing to say, right, so the theme of the Enderman farm that I'm going to be building is like, I was equating it in the last time I recorded this to Robot Hell in Futurama. That's a nice upgrade of the house there. I like that. Like a nice modern house design. Good job, Nick. So yeah, it's like Robot Hell from Futurama, where it's kind of like lots of fiery red and using stained clay, red, orange, and yellow stained clay to kind of make it kind of like a comical hell themed kind of deal. Maybe there's some mine carts going around, and yeah, I don't know why I choose that. I don't know, it just sort of seemed like it's where Endermen go to die, so I might as well make it look like some sort of hell-themed thing. I don't know. Just kind of came to me, and I kind of liked it, and I kind of liked using all those blocks together. Acacia wood, again, when we need wood. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, I'm going to end this episode here. And I'm going to need to farm a whole lot of clay. And I'm going to need to go get some more tools and armor and stuff like that. No more wearing diamond armor into the end for me. That's too much. Not a good idea, but... yeah, see? Told you. Creepers. I didn't do this. I don't know. Someone must have been walking through my land and set off a creeper. But yeah, so that's that. I've been avoiding this project still, but we'll do it. We'll do it. And hopefully we'll get more involved back into this, as well as also keeping up with the voxel sniper. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.